Once again, welcome everybody on this Sunday afternoon for this webinar, which is focused on sharing with you about this award-winning franchise opportunity at Talent Corner. How I intend to do this webinar is for the next 20 to 25 minutes approximately. I will be sharing with all of you about the opportunity, and I will make sure that I'm explaining to you each and every point and explaining it to you very, very slowly. So don't worry about that. I want to spend a bulk of our time today in terms of answering all your questions, right? So we will make sure that every single question is answered. And then we will give you a roadmap of how you can take things forward. So again, I'm presuming everybody can hear me. So just one last time, a quick yes in the chat box to ensure that everybody can hear me would be great before I start off. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate this. Before I kick this off, I would love to know which part of the country are you guys from? Just quickly in the chat box, tell us where are you from so that we know. Yes, Meenal, thank you from Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, Mumbai, Pune. Bangalore again, Manish, welcome. Prakash, welcome. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Odisha, Pune. Hyderabad again. Surat, wow, Nitesh, welcome from Surat. Right. Great. Okay, thank you. Great. I think I've got what I was looking out for. My name is Rashesh Doshi. I am the managing director at Talent Corner. Talent Corner is a recruitment company. We focus on doing permanent recruitment. We've been in business since the year 2002, which means that we've been in business for the last 21 years, a whooping 21 years of service in this business. And one of the big reasons that we have become successful is because of this award-winning franchise opportunity that we have. Why award-winning? We've been recognized in the year 2020 and 2022 as the top 100 franchise opportunities in India. We've been recognized in the year 2021 and 2022 again as the franchisor of the year. And I'm very hopeful to win this award once again in the same category. We've been recognized by the MSME Forum as well as an innovation or innovative business strategy in the recruitment industry. This company, Talent Corner, like I mentioned to you, has been in business for over 21 years today. I'm very, very proud to say that we've been able to do more than 25,000 plus recruitments. We work with more than 3,300 plus companies, and we have more than 85 successful franchise partners with us. At this point of time, a message of gratitude. Talent Corner would not have been Talent Corner, would not have been the organization it is today without our franchise partners who have been with us for the last 12 years. And a big, big, big thank you to all of them as well. This is definitely a low investment. I repeat, a low, L-O-W, low investment franchise opportunity for anybody who wants to work in this business. It is a low investment because it does not need you to invest into any kind of infrastructure. You don't have to invest into any kind of office. You don't need to invest into any kind of go down space, no shop, no material, not required. As long as you have a laptop or a computer, which I'm presuming everybody out here has, a laptop or a computer, a mobile phone, an internet connection with reasonable speed, and time being the most important resource that you will be investing in this business, you are good to go. I quickly repeat, a laptop and a computer, a mobile phone, internet connection, and time. These are the few things that you will require in order to do this business. And you can do this business from anywhere that you want. You can actually do this business from home. 90% of the franchise partners that we have are doing this business from home. So that's absolutely okay. And you can do this business from whichever part of the world that you want to be at, right? Preferably try and be in India, but if you are traveling to other parts of the world, you are welcome to be doing the business from there as well. As I go ahead, in the presentation, I will share with you why it doesn't matter which city you're from. You can even do this business from the north in Jammu, and we have a franchise partner in Jammu. You can do it in the south in Salem, the west in Bhuj, and the east in Orissa. It doesn't make a difference, right? All you need to do is have connectivity and invest time in this business, is what I wanted to share with you. Now, moving on to the business process. Now, how does this work is what I'm going to explain. This is a slightly longer part, so just pay attention to a few things that I'm going to tell you. Needless to say, I will answer all your questions. All businesses are primarily divided into 5 verticals, right? And I will kind of encompass all these 5 verticals in this presentation today. The first vertical is learning how the business operates. Okay, training you is completely my responsibility. Me and my team are fully invested in training you on how to run this business. So even if you are someone who has no background about this business at all, even if there is someone who's out here who has never ever worked in their entire life, you are more than welcome to be a part of this business. You do not need to have any prior experience in this business, or in fact, you do not need to have any prior experiences at all. As long as you have the will to learn, we are happy to help you out. How does a training program happen? When you join us, you go through a 6 days induction training program. I repeat, a 6 days induction training program, which happens online, one-to-one with you and you alone. It's not like a group training. It's happening in online one-to-one training with you. You do not need to come to Mumbai to our head office. You can actually do it from the comfort of your home as well. Even if the 6 days training becomes 7 days, I have no problem. But it will be a minimum 6 days training program, out of which 4.5 days is focused on practical learning and 1.5 days is focused on theoretical learning. Right? So we will teach you and get you to practice what we are teaching you. Training doesn't just stop at the induction training program. After that, we have continuous training programs happening every 30 to 45 days. These online training programs, which happen continuously with new content or repetitive content that needs to be delivered again and again, is absolutely free of cost for our franchise partners. There is no charges for any training that you attend. Again, technology is working beautifully, and therefore we have ensured that we are not lagging behind. We have our entire video library of all the training content that we have created, which is shared with all our franchise partners on a continuous level, so that our franchise partners are able to access the same, right? So then you can learn whenever you want, from wherever you want. All this training content is also available to you. We also believe a lot in personalized, support, personalized mentoring. And therefore, there are 2 levels at this. One is the team leader that is deputed to you. You will be having a team leader, someone who has spent many, many years in the recruitment industry, helping you, guiding you, and supporting you in your journey moving forward. This support of a team leader is available to you lifetime. He or she is there to solve any small or big problem that you have, and therefore you will never have any kind of operational challenges which are unaddressed. This is something that is there from our end, and we have right now 7 team leaders supporting all our franchise partners. Apart from this, every 3 to 4 months, there is a call which happens with me. This call is for 30 to 45 minutes, where we discuss every single thing that is happening at your franchise, build a strategy around how to operate it with more efficiency and to take it towards growth, right? So a lot of time is invested from my team and me to ensure that your franchise business goes well. So the first aspect of the business, the learning and development aspect, is completely taken care of. You don't need to worry about it at all. Now, the second aspect, and hear me out carefully, this is an interesting aspect, the business development aspect, which means how to get new business in the franchise model. Now, I do know that I've met over 4,000, 5,000 prospective entrepreneurs in the last 11, 12 years. One of the few things that I've seen most people are a little concerned about, and if I may say a little afraid about, is doing business development. It's about getting new business into their business. The good news is that you do not need to do any business development in our franchise model. I repeat, you do not need to do any business development in our franchise model. As long as you're taking care of servicing the business, that's good enough for us. Like I mentioned earlier, Talent Corner has more than 3,300 clients who are empaneled with us. And these 3,300 clients give us an annual more than 25 to 27,000 positions year on year. In addition to that, I have my own 12-member business development team, which is continuously bringing in new business. And therefore, I do not need my franchise partners to go and look out for new business because there is enough business that is coming in our ecosystem. The good part about this is that I give you a minimum guarantee. This is mentioned in my frequently asked questions document, which is there. Most of you would have got it. The frequently asked questions, it's given a written commitment of minimum, I repeat, minimum 4 to 7 positions every single month. And these 4 to 7 positions are not shared with any other franchise partner. The unique proposition that is there at Talent Corner is that once a client is allocated to you, that same client is not allocated to any other franchise partner. You and only you are working on that client. And like that, we give you several clients so that, once you have built these relationships with the client, okay, you are able to, nurture and grow the business effectively. So once a client given to you is not given to anybody else is the unique selling proposition. We really believe in trust and transparency, and therefore, we allow you to interact with the client directly. You don't need to go via us. We trust you that you will take care of the client well, and we allow you to interact with them directly. Our clients and positions come from all across India, majorly the metropolitan cities. What do I mean by metropolitan cities? We have Mumbai, Pune, and Ahmedabad in the west. We have Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida in the north. We have Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai in the south. And we have Calcutta in the east. 99.5% of the requirements that come from here are where it comes from, the business comes from. The 0.5% is coming from the new smart cities. What are we targeting? We're targeting places like Mohali, Indore, Coimbatore. These are places which are really, really growing, and we're looking to work in these areas extensively as well. Our clients come from all industries, right from IT to manufacturing, to BFSI, to logistics, to advertising, media, entertainment. You name the industry, and we have clients from there. The only industries and the only kind of positions that we do not work on are call centers and BPOs, insurance, lower level of retail, the telecalling positions, positions which have crazy amount of attrition. Okay. And where we believe that we cannot add value to the client's growth, we don't work on those kind of positions. 65%, I repeat, 65% of the work that we get is mid-level in nature, right? When I say mid-level in nature, it starts from a monthly salary of 35,000-40,000 rupees and goes to a monthly salary of around 1.5 lakh plus. 25% is senior level positions. These are typically starting at 2 lakh rupees per month and going up to 10 lakh rupees per month. And only 10% are junior level positions, which are typically 20,000 rupees per month, going up to around 35,000-40,000 rupees per month. So bulk of our requirement is actually mid-level and senior level work. The junior level positions are typically given to franchise partners who've just started off, just to ensure that the confidence level boosts up. And even if they make a mistake, it's not too much of an issue. A majority of our partners are expected to work on mid-level and senior level positions. So that's what we give you business for. Quick recap on the business development aspect, which is important, and that's why I'm repeating this again. You do not need to do business development. Clients come to you from all across India, majorly the metropolitan cities, which means that even if you're sitting in Bangalore, You may have a client from Pune, you may have a client from Calcutta, you may have a client from Delhi. Client given to you is not given to anybody else. So the client and the requirements only given to you. We give you a minimum guarantee. I'm repeating this word minimum again and again so that there is no confusion. A minimum guarantee of 4 to 7 positions every single month. The clients which are given to you are from all industries except for call centers, BPOs, and insurance. No lower level retail, no lower level telecalling. We don't work on those positions at all. 65% positions mid-level, 25% senior level, which means very limited work to be done at the lower level. And finally, like I said, you are interacting directly with the client, which means a high amount of transparency is built in the entire ecosystem. Now, I'm sure the next question that's rolling in your head is, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do as a franchise partner? Well, as a franchise partner, you are focused on the most important aspect of the business, which is servicing the business. The heart of the business, what we call, is servicing. Taking care of our clients is your most important responsibility, which means doing the recruitment process. End-to-end recruitment process for which we are training you and supporting you is your responsibility. What does this start with? This starts with understanding the client's requirements, asking them questions to get clarity, finding the right profiles using job portals, doing a telephonic HR round of screening. I repeat, a telephonic HR round of screening is what you will do. You are not expected to do a technical round of interview. It's an HR round of interview, which means you check candidates' interests, candidates' package, candidates' experience, candidates' English communication skills, candidates, attitude. These are the few things that you check, for which, like I mentioned to you, we are going to be training you. Sending the CVs to the client, getting a shortlisting, getting the interviews done, making sure that the selected candidate is joining the organization is what is called the end-to-end recruitment process, for which, I repeat again, I am going to be training you. I'm going to be providing you ample support so that you are able to complete the process. Right? So that's your basic job. And the most important point, you are going to build good relationships with your clients. Building relationships is the key functionary of doing good business in India. And therefore, building good relationships with them, talking to them politely, getting more business from them, once you are able to serve them better, is what you're going to be taking care of, right? So this is something that is your responsibility. Now, what happens when you adhere to your responsibility, when you take care of your work, is that when you close a position, you get 75% of the revenue that we make. What is the revenue that we make? We make revenue of 8.33% of the gross annual CTC, which in a layman's language is 1 month's salary. Let me put it to you in the form of an example. Let us say you have recruited someone whose salary is 12 lakh rupees per annum. My company will get paid approximately 1 lakh rupees, which is 99,998 rupees. Approximately 1 lakh rupees is what my company gets paid if you do a simple calculation of 8.33%. Out of which a whooping 75% comes to you. I repeat, a whooping 75% comes to you because you have been the one who's able to close those positions. When does the money come to us? It comes to us 30 to 45 days after the candidate has joined the organization. I repeat, 30 to 45 days after the candidate has joined the organization. When does the money come to you? Within the next 7 days of me receiving the payment, your 75% is transferred to you. Is there any deduction that happens from your 75%? Yes, a TDS of 1% is deducted from you. In case you are a single person, then it's 1%. And if it's a partnership or two people coming together and created a company and they're doing the franchise, then it becomes 2%. This is as per the government rules. And of course, this money which is deducted is deposited in your own PAN card for the tax deducted as source, right? Who's responsible for billing, collection, GST compliance? We are. We will take care of the billing. We will take care of the collections. We will take care of the GST compliance. We have a full-fledged team for the same. I have, at this moment of time, 3 people who are in my accounts team. I have 3 people in my legal team. I have 2 people in my compliance team, which means there is enough workforce to take care of this aspect of the business. You don't need to worry about it at all. So here's a franchise opportunity, which is giving you training, which is giving you clients, which is giving you the opportunity to serve the business, which is your responsibility, and is taking care of the billing and collection. Now, I'm sure all of you are wondering that, great, I'm getting business, I have to only serve, but where am I going to get the candidates from? And that's normal, right? If I'm giving you the, the demand side, I have to also give you the supply side. Mohammed, I know you're raising your hand. I'm going to come back to the questions shortly, right? So giving you the supply side, which is giving you the database of candidates at a fraction of the cost of what is available in the market, is also our responsibility. Now, these job portals access is available in the market. We work with the top 2 job portals in the industry. You can also go and buy them, but they come to you at a very, very heavy price. And because we buy in bulk, we get it at a cheaper price. We give it to you at the same price as to what is available in the market, right? So you do not pay any heavy price for the same. You work at the same price that we get it to you at from this thing. But the market price is much more expensive. We get it at cheaper price. We do not make any profits in this, right? These databases are only to be used for the process of recruitments. You can't use it for anything else. And it's only for recruitments that is done at Talent Corner. So depending upon, which stage do you start this business, you charge that kind of database price. Now, I'm sure all of you are wondering that this sounds like a good business proposition, but is there any investment to it? Yes, there is an investment to it. We have a franchise fee, which is of 2,25,000 rupees plus GST. I repeat, this is 2,25,000 rupees plus GST, which comes to you one time lifetime. I repeat, which comes to you one time lifetime. It never comes to you again. This is what is mentioned in your contract as well. What does 2,25,000 rupees plus GST come up to? It comes up to 2,65,500. I repeat, 2,25,000 rupees plus GST comes up to 2,65,500 is the kind of investment that you make one time lifetime. What is the other expenses that are there? Your database cost, the cost of the database, which comes to you once every year. This year, the cost of the database of both the job portals put together, the best 2 in the country put together, was 90,780 rupees, if I'm not mistaken, including GST, right? Of course, if you buy it now, if you're looking to start tomorrow, then, the price is much less because we have it only till 31st of March. Again, on 1st April, it will be renewed, right? So depending on when you are going to be starting, my team will give you the right price, okay, so that you're not paying more. And the idea is to keep it fair because we don't make any margins in this business. But approximately, I would like you to keep in mind that approximately your total investment in business is 3.5 lakhs. That's your investment level that you should be comfortable with, out of which 2,65,500 is a one-time lifetime investment, and you don't need to pay that ever again, right? So this is the kind of business that, the investment that this business requires. And imagine having a business which has a running capital cost of just less than 7,500 rupees per month. Quite a deal, right? Quite an interesting deal. Who are the kind of people that, are good for us? And I'm going to now move to the last segment of my conversation. What do you keep in mind when you have to take up this franchising? One, the kind of people who are suitable to us are the people who can invest then their own personal time in this business. I repeat, those kind of people who can invest their own personal time in the business. If you are someone who's just looking to put in money, okay, and do the business, then it doesn't work well. You need to invest your own personal time in the business, right? Second thing is, you need to keep in mind that this is not a get rich overnight business, right? I want to tell you that this is a business which requires you to work hard. It's not something that you can do a get rich overnight business, right? Um, Please make sure that also happens, that you keep in mind. Uh, Thirdly, I want to make sure that you are service oriented. If you are someone who is down with a short temper, if you're someone who doesn't want to listen to a client, okay, then this business will not work for you. You need to be someone who's calm, has patience, is willing to understand what the client is asking for, and then serve the client. Is relationship oriented. Then this business works well for you. And lastly, I want you to keep in mind that I want you to be a long-term partner to Talent Corner, right? I'm not looking at this business as a short-term. You can imagine we've been here for more than 21 years, so we're looking at it as a long-term prospect as at it. So please keep in mind that a minimum of 3 years is what you should look at, and preferably be a partner for lifetime is what you need to keep in mind, right? Uh, so I think I'm kind of closing this conversation before I move to question answers. Um, I will answer every question that is going to come my way, right? And I will make sure that I will answer it patiently and to your satisfaction. However, I have noticed that some people are not entirely comfortable asking too many questions on a webinar like this and would like to do a personal one-to-one call with me. And I'm more than happy to do this as well, right? So in case you want to do a personal one-to-one call with me, and this is a no strings attached call, I'm more than happy to do that. Just reach out to us. If you see there is a Snehal Kadu who's a co-host. There's also a Rashesh Doshi co-host who's there. You can connect with them, and they will, you can share. They will share the number shortly, and you can actually, reach out to them, and they will schedule this call. But before I move on to that segment of the calling bit, I want to make sure that I answer all your questions. So the way I'm going to do this is, I want all of you to one by one put your questions in the chat box, and I will make sure that every single question is answered. I will read out the question so that everybody is aware about it, and make sure that every question is answered as well. Try and keep your question very specific so that it's easier for us to answer those questions. Yeah. Okay. So questions can move in the chat box now. Someone is asking me, why do you prefer a franchise model versus hiring full-time employees and for recruitment? Great question. Let me just see who's asked that question. Just 1 second. Yes, Abhishek. So Abhishek, thank you for asking this question. Yes, it is very much possible to run a business with hiring full-time employees. In fact, I'll be honest to you, till 2018, we also had our own recruitment team. However, what we've experienced is, why do people franchise? People franchise because they see an opportunity bigger than what they can tap. And that you believe that by bringing in more co-owners, by bringing in more people who have ownership in this business, the service quality improves. You're able to scale faster. You're able to grow faster. And therefore, the franchise model comes into place. Today, a brand like Subway, a brand like McDonald's, they have no dearth of money to open their own stores. But it is because of the franchise, what franchisees bring to the table is why the brand grows. So the intention, is to scale the business, to ensure that there are more people who believe that the business can be as much as theirs as it's mine. And therefore, we've chosen the franchise opportunity. Let me tell you also, Abhishek, that I have noticed a tremendous progress in Talent Corner after the franchise opportunity that came from us 12 years ago. We have more closures which are being done. We have more satisfied clients who are giving us repeat business. The turnover has grown of the company. The profitability of the company has grown. The profitability of the franchisee has grown. And the candidate and the clients are much, much more happier. And that I think is a win-win situation for all, which is why we do the franchise model versus what we can do it ourselves. A great way to understand how this has worked well for us is to spend time in reading some of the Google reviews that the candidates have written for our our franchise partners for the service provided. We have close to 1,800 positive Google reviews on our Google page. Please do go there and have a look. Going to the next question, Abhishek, I hope I've been able to answer your question quite in detail. I take a little bit time to answer questions because that's important. Arul Moli, what is the final and total investment in terms of money? Arul Moli, you need to keep in mind that your total and final investment, including franchisee fee and job portal investments, would be approximately 3.5 lakhs. Manish, you've asked a question. Take me through the success story of franchisees who have been franchised and found success. Manish, we have more than 85, 86 franchisees who are there. But what I'm going to do, Manish, I'm going to share with you a playlist link, which is on YouTube. We have created, I think, around 16 decently long success stories videos of conversations with our franchise partners who shared with you their experience of how their journey has been through with Talent Corner. There's a lot written about us in the internet, by newspapers like Economic Times. I'm sure my team would be more than happy to share it with you. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to quickly share with the audience today the playlist of the reviews of our franchise partners. You can go to them in detail, and they would be more than happy to help you out. Just 1 second. So this is the playlist. So the above is the playlist for success stories, right? Manish, I hope that would be helpful to you, right? I'm going to go to the next question, and don't worry, I will answer every question in detail, right? Just going to the questions above. Okay. Which are the job portals are you providing? Juna, thank you for asking questions. We work with the two big job portals, Naukri and Shine. We have also tied up with LinkedIn. My team would be more than happy to share with you details about what the packages are in Naukri and Shine. Needless to say, like I mentioned earlier, because we buy in bulk, we get it at a cheaper price. And whatever price we get it at, we share with the franchise partners. Juna, I hope that answers the question. Naukri and Shine are the two job portals that we have. Deepak, you've asked a question. Maybe it's basic. Why organization outsource recruitment and not do it themselves? Deepak, actually, a lot of organizations outsource recruitment. It's a $3 trillion industry in India. They outsource recruitment because it's easier to do that. It's cheaper to do that. And they have to pay only out of success fee. So a lot of people do it themselves. In fact, Talent Corner's biggest strength, and this is something I would request all of you to listen to me carefully about. Talent Corner's biggest strength is working with the MSME industry. So you need to keep in mind that when you join us, you'll be working extensively in the MSME industry. And these people really require a lot of our help. It's more effective for them. It gets the job done. It's cheaper. And therefore, that's why it's easier to outsource for them. Deepak, I hope that answers your question in brief. Jitendra, you've asked a question. Hi, I want to understand the maximum number of requirements I can receive if I have a potential to cater. I would like specific industry as I have appropriate expertise and network. Is it possible? Jitendra, two questions. I'll answer this question separately. The number of requirements that come to you, there is no maximum limit, but it requirements that come to you slowly. So if you tell me that from tomorrow onwards to give you 50 requirements, no, I will not do that, because I need to see your ability to cater. I need to see your potential to service the requirements. I need to see your potential to build relationships. And once I'm feeling confident, I give you more and more work, right? So there is no upper limit. And obviously, as you understand, Jitendra, if you are closing more positions, I'm making more money. Now, if I'm making more money, I want to make sure that I'm giving you more work. So that's the, there's no upper limit, but yes, it will be a gradual process of giving you more business. And that's something you need to consider as a win-win situation. Specific industry, no, absolutely no. You have to be open to working with all industries. And I'm very clear on that front. Anybody who says that I want to only work with a specific industry is not welcome to be a part of Talent Corner. I'm repeating this again. Anybody who's saying that I want to work in only this industry is not welcome to be a part of Talent Corner, because we want someone with an entrepreneurial mindset. We want someone who believes that I want to enjoy this business. I want to learn more. I want to experiment more. I want to grow myself personally in this business. I want to work with different industries, are the kind of people that we look out for. Also, business logic says, never put all your eggs in one basket. You should always work with different industries so that, God forbid, something goes wrong in one industry, you have the potential to keep your business sustainable in other industries as well. So, sorry, but I won't be able to give you one industry. I don't want that to happen. That's out of my experience. I want my past partners to be protected, and therefore I don't give them only one industry. Chandra, you asked a question, can we pay investment in EMI? Chandra, unfortunately, we don't have the potential of paying the investment in EMI. I can give you one solution to this. If you go to your bank and tell them that you're willing to start a business, they give you something called a mudra loan, M-U-D-R-A, a mudra loan, which comes to you at a very reasonable cost, at a low cost EMI. Many of my franchise partners have taken it. You can actually go to your bank and your bank will be more than happy to help you out. Generally, notice period is 3 months. So at the end time, get paycheck in 4 months approximately, right assessment. Okay, Amod, I kind of rephrased your question. Yes, you're right. Sometimes in a lot of industries, the notice period is 3 months. And actually, let me rephrase this. I think IT industry has a 3 months notice period, and therefore some candidates join at the end of the notice period, and therefore your potential of getting the money is 1 month, 30 to 45 days after the candidate joins your organization. So it is definitely a 3-4 months plus cycle. A business cycle in Talent Corner's recruitment process is a 3-4 months business cycle, and that's something that I think everybody should keep in mind. It is definitely, that's one of the reasons I mentioned that it's not a get rich overnight business. It takes time. The money definitely gets created, but it takes a little bit of time. Mohammed, you've asked a question, to whom I need to share candidates' profile, with the client or with us? Mohammed, the candidates' profiles are shared directly with the client. Like I mentioned earlier as well, you are doing direct interaction with the client. We are going to give you your own professional email ID. The client has no idea that you are a franchisee. They feel that you are a part of the Talent Corner ecosystem itself, and therefore you are interacting directly with the client. This allows us to build a higher amount of transparency, great amount of trust with our franchise partners. I hope, Mohammed, that answers your question. Prashant, you've asked a question. Other vendors are there other than Talent Corner for closing the client's position? External competition? Yes, Prashant, absolutely. There are all companies never ever give the positions only to one recruitment company. It's too risky for them. And therefore there will be external competition. At this point of time, I would like to mention that Talent Corner is very cautious that we don't work with those companies which have 50, 60, 100 vendors. We work with those companies which have limited vendors, and therefore we have a higher chance of closing positions. In fact, I'm very, very encouraging of the fact that there should be competition from outside, because when there's competition from outside, then we will put our best foot forward. So Prashant, there will be competition, and that is going to allow us to prove our best foot forward. We are an organization which has thrived on competition. Because we've had competition, that is why we've given it our best level. And therefore we are at 25,000 plus recruitments, right? So opportunity must come where competition exists. Dipti, you've asked two questions. I'm answering all of them one by one. Can I request a particular sector for jobs to be shared with me? Dipti, I've answered this. You will have to work on all industries. Yes, I do understand positions are not shared with other franchisees. So how about consultancies? I've answered this question. It is shared with other consultancies also. The client is going to share positions with only us. No, it's not exclusivity. In fact, Dipti, I'll be honest to you, there is no exclusivity in the recruitment industry. If there was exclusivity, if I could give you exclusive clients, I would be charging you more than 1 crore rupees and not just 2.5 3 lakh rupees. So definitely it's not exclusive. Usually, what are the positions we get? I mean, the candidates with notice period of. The vague question, but I'll answer it. We get positions from all industries. Some clients have 30 days notice period. Some people have 3 months. So let's say, a manufacturing company has 30 days notice period. And IT has 3 months notice period. So you'll be working on all industries as well. Prashant, you've asked a question, live center to visit. No, Prashant, a lot of this is, like I said, majority of my franchises are work at home. So you can visit the head office for sure. We have a head office in Mumbai, which is a 25-seater head office. It's an 1,100 square feet head office. It's our owned company. I'm specifying this because I'm sure all of you are keen to work with a company who's financially stable. So this is our owned office. We're not a fly-by-night operator. You can please come visit our head office in Mumbai, and we'll be more than happy to give you the level of confidence that you need to have. Amod, you've asked the same question again. Does our client share requirements with other vendors? Yes, it's not exclusive. Rakesh, you've asked a question. Any testimonials for franchise partners from Hyderabad? Access or meeting through directly? Rakesh, I've shared the link of the videos. Let me be honest to you, friends. I'm not a big believer of these reference checks, and therefore that's something that I don't do. I believe that a reference check is never something that gives you a right impression about a company. If you really, really want to get confidence about our company and the franchise model, definitely go through those YouTube videos, read about our Google reviews, go online to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website. Go and check our balance sheets. You can see 7 years of balance sheet. You will know exactly how well the company is doing financially. Visit our head office, meet our team, get an overall 360 degrees of our company, and then invest money. Believe you me, I'm not here to sell a franchisee to you. I'm here to give you business as a business idea and information, right? Rest, I will leave it to your best wisdom to decide whether you should become a franchise or no. But keep in mind, don't just do simply, or don't take a decision simply because someone else is doing well. Take a decision keeping in mind that everybody else has a different story. I have a different story, and I'm going to go through a different path, a different journey. And therefore, I need to get a 360-degree overview of the company before I engage with them. Yeah. So Rakesh, definitely look at the playlist, but please take a decision, a conscious decision after doing thorough research about our company. Yes, sounds good. I hope to have some financial details as well. Manish, yes, you will get financial details on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website. We are very transparent. You can go and check it up. A few things which I would look out for. One, I always want to engage with a company which is always profitable. Talent Corner is a profitable company. I like to engage with companies which do not have any debt. Talent Corner is a zero debt company. I like to engage with companies which have financial assets and physical assets. Both of this you will be able to see on the books of accounts which have been submitted to the Government of India. Arul Moli, in this recession time, lack of vacancies, how would business run? Arul Moli, recession is happening in the US. Yes, there's a slight slowdown in India, but honestly, business has not been impacted as much. We are pretty much at a stable level. In fact, we are doing really well this financial year. If you've been tracking a lot of what is happening in the economic times or what is happening in India, you will know that India is really not going through a recession. India is going through actually a growth path. So please do not think what is happening or what has happened till last month in the IT industries, what is happening around the world. It's not. India is growing. India is doing really well, and numbers are speaking for itself. And Talent Corner is not impacted. We are actually doing very well financially and with work. Just going to go through the questions. Mithun, I am currently working as a DevOps engineer and cannot leave a job currently. I don't have experience in the recruitment domain. So is it possible to hire someone to do this business? I can give 3 hours of my personal time for the HR business. Yes, Mithun, there have been people who've done this model as well. I would be more than happy to get onto this, a call with you one-to-one and give you a process and a structure by which you can do this. But yes, definitely this can be done. Navanitha, if already have subscription to database, is it mandatory to purchase the portals from the year end? No. If you have your database, I don't need it. We have 4+ years of experience in IT recruitment. So can we expect the same type of clients? Navanitha, if you're already running a recruitment company, do not engage with us as a franchise partner. We do not associate with people who are already running a recruitment company. This is something that's not working for us. Approximately how many positions you close annually in the entire present, please? Around 3,000 positions is what Talent Corner closes annually. What is the realistic break-even time of the investments of franchise partners? Sanjay, great question. I was actually waiting for someone to ask this question. I will not give you realistic. I'll give you pessimistic, right? Be mentally prepared that this business will break even between 6 to 9 months of time. So 6 to 9 months is you need to be mentally prepared. It will take that much amount of time. There have been people who had a break even in 3 months as well, but please keep 6 to 9 months time as a break even point. Juna, you've asked a question. You will provide 4 to 5 requirements in a month to me. Yes. Apart from that, can I add my own clients from my side? The clients that if you want to add, get added to Talent Corner, and those clients come back to you. You do not engage in a recruitment process independently. Anything that you do happens under the umbrella of Talent Corner. That's how it makes sense to get into a win-win partnership. So please do keep in mind, and friends, I want you to keep in mind that you are not associating with Talent Corner because Talent Corner is giving you business. You're associating with Talent Corner because Talent Corner is giving you an entire ecosystem of franchising. So business development is just one part of the business. It's because you believe that you want to be a part of a bigger organization. You want to believe that you're going to be like an owner to Talent Corner. That's why you're associated with Talent Corner, not alone for business. So Juna, answering your question, if there's a client that you want to empanel, we will empanel them for you and give the business back to you. The revenue sharing continues to stay the same as 75-25%. You are not getting more because I don't want it to be a quarrel in terms of who's brought in the client. What about 1 year joining fee? Will we get the same leads and will we get our clients by own, sir? Anil, I'm not sure if I've understood the question. So this is not a 1 year joining fee. The joining fee, which is 2,65,500, is a one-time lifetime fee. It's not a 1 year joining fee. The only recurring cost is your job portal cost. And you'll be getting the same number of clients and positions throughout your lifetime. All you need to ensure is that the clients which have been allocated to you are serviced well. Sanjay, you've asked a question. Who will help with the background verification process, the candidates? The clients do this independently. We do not do background verifications. The clients will do this independently. And this is mentioned in our contract as well. Jitendra, you've asked a question. What is the maximum revenue made by a franchise partner? The maximum revenue made by a franchise partner annually until now is, I think, around 62 lakh rupees. This is because the franchise partner has a team with us. Maybe know the success story. Yes, it's already present on the link that I shared with you. I'll share it with you again. It is perfectly okay to part for a franchise partner. Sorry. and don't want to disclose the name. I'm sharing with you all this information. So, you can see those videos, which is very, very important. We don't do. So, Jitendra, I'm repeating again, I don't do one-to-one conversations. I'm not a big believer of the same. And I definitely don't do. I think the first step for you, Jitendra, is to first evaluate whether this works for me and works for you. So a one-to-one call is very important. Friends, I want to make a point out here. Just because you have the money and just because you have the interest doesn't mean that you are going to become a part of Talent Corner's franchise network. There will be a one-to-one call between you and me, where both you and me will evaluate whether or not this will become successful with you or not. I don't want you to invest any single rupee till the time both you and me are not 100% confident that this is going to bring success, right? Talent Corner has been particularly slow with the selection of franchise partners. Imagine in 12 years of time, we've got only 85, 86. We could have been at 500 by now. But I've been slow in evaluating our franchise partners because we want to make sure that this becomes a win-win. As people would say, we're a long-term horse. We are not someone who's here for the short term. We're definitely running a marathon and not a sprint. Abhimanyu, franchisee fee is refundable. No, for Abhimanyu, this is not a refundable fee. It's a fee. It's not a deposit. It's not a fee. So therefore, Abhimanyu, think about it 100 times. And only when you believe that you are willing to commit to the business is when you kind of invest into it. What is Talent Corner's annual revenue? Last year, 11 crore plus. Is it profitable? Yes, you can see our balance sheets online. And total team size in the head office is 25, 27 people. Across with our franchise partners is close to 200 people. If you're closing 3,000 positions, we're doing 250 approximately annually, right? Yes, 3 to 4 positions. Abhishek, I think you're right. 3 to 4 positions per franchisees, what we close per month. But Abhishek, I would want you to keep this in mind that it's very unfair to give an average number of positions, right? Because there are some franchisees who are single people and single people who are homemakers also. Right? So there are some people, and I can tell you, Abhishek, there are some people who only close one position a month. Why? Because they want to earn 30, 40,000 rupees. Dinka, they want to give 3-4 hours to the business, and therefore that's what they want to earn, right? And we are okay with that kind of people as well. There are some people who want to give full time. There are some people who have a team. Now, someone with a team, of course, closes more positions, right? So I would believe that in this kind of business, an average really doesn't work well. But if this is something that's making you feel comfortable, I'm okay with that. Mithun, you've asked for a personal call, no problem. Prishita, if you're on a call right now, please reach out to Mithun and arrange a personal call with Mithun, please.
Yes,
Prishita,
sure.
I would request you to put in your mobile number on the chat box so that people can contact you.
Yes, sir. I'll do it right now.
Anil, you asked a question. What is the annual package of Naukri and Shine? For 1 year, I said it was approximately 90,000 rupees last year. I mean, this current year. The exact details of the same, Anil, my team will be happy to give you. What is the price in the beginning of the year? What is the price currently? We are very, 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 very transparent in everything. Everything is very transparent, so we don't hide things from you at all. How profiles would be provided in Naukri for 1 year? Again, Mithun, something that my team will share with you over an email so that you have everything in record. Are there charges for database every year? Yes, Juna, this is something that I mentioned. Database is charged every year. It's not a charge from our side, it's a charge from these job portals. So every year you need to keep in mind that your investment will be between 90,000 to a lakh rupee, which means the monthly cost of around 7,500 rupees approximately. Chandra, you asked a question. Do Talent Corner also provide international vacancies? No, Chandra, our vacancies are only in India. Yes, there are clients who recruit in India and take them internationally, but we provide clients only in India alone. Prishita and Snehal both have given the telephone numbers. I'll read it out for those people. Prishita is available at 7400-184-730. 7400-184-730. And Snehal is available as 9769771504. 9769771504 is Snehal is available at that, and she will be more than happy to do a one-to-one call with you. Meet with me. I wanted to remind you, guys, this is a no strings attached call, and I promise you that only and only if this is profitable for you and me, will we go ahead with the franchise. If it's not going to be profitable, I myself will convince you that you should not go ahead with this, right? I don't want you to put in your hard work money into anything which is not going to be profitable in nature. So don't worry about it. Even if you have to schedule a call and then say, no, it's okay. And even if at the call, if I feel you should not do it, I myself will tell you not to do it, right? So I think I've answered most questions which are on the chat box, and I really, really thank all of you for answering each of these questions. There's one question coming in. The franchise we turned 62 lakhs. How big is the team size? I think he would be, around 8 people. Is I think what he is. 8 people plus 2 interns. Abhishek is what I think he's at currently. I'm in touch with Priyanka. We'll connect further. Great, Manish. Priyanka is also available to connect with. Priyanka, Snehal, Prishita, all of them are happy to connect you to me. I'm going to just make one small request to all of you. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the chat box. This is a link of a playlist that we have created, which has answers to frequently asked questions of our franchise model, right? Every single thing about our franchise model is explained in close to 60 videos which have been created. And each of these videos is from 30 seconds to 120 seconds, right? Please go through this link. Please go through these videos before we schedule a call, so that we are spending more times on important things. Sorry, Frank, FAQ list is the right spelling. Please take this link, copy it, go through all these videos. I want you to spend time with Priyanka, Snehal, and Preshita answering all your questions, and then we will schedule this one-to-one call with me, so that it creates more effectiveness, and we are not answering basic questions, but we are going more deeper in whether or not this business will work for you or not. So I think this is how I want to do it. I am also going to put in my mobile number for your reference in case any of you need to reach out to me as well. I would be more than happy to do a one-to-one call with you, a one-to-one video call with you. I'm a big believer of videos. Please, let's do a one-to-one video call if you are even 50-60% interested, after you have got all your questions answered from Snehal, Priyanka, Prishita, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions again. Milan, you've asked a question. Can we have a team of recruiters with us? Will your team help in hiring them? Yes, Milan, you can have a team of recruiters with you. My team will be more than happy to help you out. Again, let's understand what you are thinking, and I can give you some kind of guidance in terms of how you should move step by step. The intention is not to create a business which is going to put us at tremendous risk, but to grow at one stage after the other. But having a team of recruiters is not compulsory. You can do it yourself as well. Abhishek, you asked a question. Can you give little details about the founders and the top management? So this is quite a family-run business. Let me be honest to you. Family-run professional business. My dad is the CEO of the company. His name is Mr. Bankim Doshi, and he started the company in the year 2002. I'm there, and there's my mom, Mrs. Neeta Doshi, is also director of the firm. But we run this business very professionally. We have a team of experts who are with us. Do check up our website. A lot of information will come to you from there. I'll also put in my website address that makes it easier for you to reach out to our website as well. Right, so it's exactly 1:01. Thanking Talent Corner leader and the team for full insights about the business and clarifications. It's interesting. I'm curious to know more. I shall be in touch. Thank you, Ramoli. Thank you so much, friends. I wanted to make this like a 1 hour session, and we are dot at 1 hour. I really appreciate all of you coming on a Sunday and joining this weekend. It's time to be with the family. And I'm really hoping that there is absolute clarity provided. I wanted to make this, real crystal clear, right, for everybody, and therefore I've taken a little bit of time to make sure it's there. One last question, Snail, that's coming. After 3 years, if I wish to quit, then do you charge any penalty or exit? No, Snail, there is never a penalty or exit if you want to exit at any point of time, right? But yes, the effort that my team and me is going to make is to have you for a lifetime with us, right? I definitely would not like to leave you. I'm a Pakka Gujarati businessman. I believe a lot in relationships. I believe that anybody who associates with me should be with me for a longer period of time. That's the upbringing that I've had, and that's the effort that I'm going to continue to make. Yeah. Friends, again, a big thank you. I wish you a lovely weekend. I wish you lots of prosperity. If we don't meet again, I would of course want to meet, but lots of prosperity, lots of happiness, lots of gratitude for you for joining us today. I wish your family and you a lot of good health, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of abundance. The word I'm going to be using today is wishing you a lot of abundance. May God be always kind to you. Thank you so much once again. God bless.